Hello, people for YouTube. Tonight we are going to talk about technology in sports, and especially in the soccer, in World Cup. Okay. My name is Gustavo, but people usually call me Barska. I am 30 years old and I live in São Paulo, Cajamar, and I work as a software engineer. Christian, can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Christian Jimenez. I am from Bolivia, and I am currently working in Brazil for a Brazilian company, and I work as a full stack software developer. And that's it.
Okay, thank you. What stack do you work with, Christian?
I'm working with .NET technologies, with C#, .NET Core, and in the front end, currently I am working with Angular.
Oh, I love those technologies.
Yeah,
Those are the best.
it's amazing.
Okay, Murilo, how about you? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, everyone. My name is Murilo. I am 30 years old. I work as front-end developer. I live in Laguna. And let's see. Yeah, I'm here. I have been studying TALKNTALK for 3 months. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, thank you, Murilo. So now we are ready to start the conversation. And I'm going to read the first question, then we can switch and everybody can read one question and we can continue the conversation, okay? So the first one, do you like soccer? And do you like the FIFA World Cup? Can you start, Murilo?
Yes. Yeah. In the past, I liked it much more. Now I like a little bit, but when I as a child, for example, I like much more. I watch all matches, yeah, of World Cup, for example. It's more excited for.
Yes, I got you.
And now I like it too, but not same before. That's it for me. And you, Christian?
Well, I really like soccer. I'm and the World Cup as well. And well, I am living this part of my life talking about the full soccer in another way because in Bolivia doesn't participate of the World Cup so long ago. So in Brazil it's different. So I was supporting Brazil, and it was kind of more interesting for me, more exciting for me because people is more passionate about football soccer in Brazil. But sadly, Brazil got eliminated from the full World Cup this year.
Yes. But I remember Brazil have played with Bolivia several times in the eliminatórias. I don't know how to say that, right? But yes.
Yes.
And do you guys like playing soccer or no?
Yes, in my case, yes. I just returned from the ground. I was playing here with some friends, and in Brazil, I am playing even more because there are more opportunities to play football. So it's really nice for me.
Oh, nice. And how about you, Murilo?
In the past, I play all the time, but now I don't play more because I made a surgery in my knee, ligament, yeah, and prejudicate my training, yeah, and this kind of things. It's not to play more because it's very difficult for me. It's very hard, yeah, very dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous. I heard some friends of mine, they got injury because of soccer. So you might be careful when you are playing, right? Don't push too hard. Okay, guys. So in my case, I also like watching the World Cup. I like soccer, but I'm not so like fan of soccer. I mean, local clubs or teams. I don't follow they, quite often. But about World Cup, I like to watch all the matches because it's a different experience, different sensation. For me, it's kind of cool. All right, so Murilo, can you read the next question, please?
Yes. What do you think about the video assistance after VR? Yeah, it's changed a lot of football match nowadays because it's for me it's improving soccer because it's help is assistance, yeah, and people assistance inside the match and help is decision, yeah, because it's through the how do you say lance the moment when I happen this.
Let me check, just to confirm for you. Okay.
When I happen the situation in the match, it's important. But has situation it's VR delay much more, yeah. But in the FIFA World Cup, for example, it's changed a lot. It's very fast, yeah. Identifying all the time, real time, for example, and talk to assistance in video, yeah, and voice message, and the real time, and happen, the continuous the match, yeah.
Yes.
It's amazing.
And in the past,
Improving VR.
Exactly, I agree
So
with
how
you.
according to the video, yeah, offside, for example, to camera identify in real time and change for cameras and assistance.
Yes, exactly. And the great thing about that is the video is recorded and everybody can watch it later and see, oh, yes, it happened. There's no problem with the decision, right? So, but sometimes we kind of don't agree with the VIR, right? Sometimes we get upset about the decision, but I agree with you. I think this technology has made improvements. And how about you, Christian?
Identify soccer players in real time, yeah, and create
Yes,
virtual line.
exactly.
Show the offside.
The problem, yes. And Christian, how about you?
Well, I agree with you, with Murilo and Gustavo. The VAR now, the technology has changed completely the full soccer. And I was thinking about this because if we would had the VAR working in the past, some teams wouldn't have won some World Cups like Argentina, right?
Yeah, exactly.
When
Yes.
When Maradona made a goal with the hand, it wouldn't be possible with this technology, right? But I think that the VAR brought good things and bad things. For example, the VAR is should be used to make the every match more fair for both teams. But for example, in when Uruguay was playing one match, what was the last that it was playing, there were a penalty that was even checked by the referee. And for me, it was penalty, and they didn't use the VAR at that time. But now with Argentina, they checked they didn't even check the VAR, but the referee said that it was penal when Argentina played with Croatia. So I think that there are still some things that have to change. The VAR should be fair for both teams.
Exactly. The same situation happened in Brazil's last match. Of course, it is subjective, but the ball was in the hand of the guy, you know, of
Mhm.
the other
Uh-huh.
team, and they didn't check the VAR. The referee said, "Oh no,
Yeah.
it wasn't penalty." So FIFA should clarify, or should at least review these laws to say, "Oh, okay, am I going to use the VAR
Mhm.
or not?" Because they say, oh, sometimes they use, sometimes they don't use it, and this is not so good.
Yeah, it should be like the referee should, all the referees should use the VAR in some way, but some
Exactly.
referees don't use it. They just use the perspective of them, right?
Exactly.
That's the problem, I think.
And I guess they always give more importance to the referee decision, right?
Yeah.
So this is a problem, as you said. And have you ever wanted to cancel a goal or change a situation? I mean, you wanted the VRR to change the situation in favor of your team or something like that. Have you ever, uh, or do you have an example of situation?
No, I don't remember a personal situation.
And how about you, Murilo?
For example, when I happens in a situation though, yeah.
Yeah, some situation you said, oh, I wish the VRR canceled this goal, or I wish it says if the goals is valid. For example, in my case,
Oh,
me,
okay.
yeah,
And several sports, for example, and other sports too. Yeah.
yeah, it could be other sports, but in soccer, if you have an example as well.
Specific in soccer.
No, but could be any sport.
I think it already happens in the past because I play soccer all the time when I was a child, yeah, and I play several championships, yeah, campeonatos, yeah,
Yes.
the same, yeah, yeah, and this happens. And for example, when offside, it's happening a lot.
Yes.
It's very, very without technology, yeah. And I just say, yeah,
Yeah.
in the past, nothing exists.
Yeah. And in this World Cup, I have two examples. The first one is when Japan was playing with Germany. Oh, everybody in my office, you know, everybody celebrated the ball that was in up the line, and the guy said, no, it wasn't. It was, you know, the ball was out of the arena, and I said, no, the VRR should validate this goal, and everybody celebrated, you know. So in this case, we celebrated, and the other side.
I,
Uh,
I think that's for me, in my opinion, ball passed offline, but this
yeah,
this mistake, yeah.
In my opinion, that goal was valid because the circumference of the ball was still in the line. Maybe
But
it
for me,
was not in the ground, but the circumference, if you look under the camera, the ball is still in the line. That's I think that the rule is like that. I learned the rule that was like this.
yeah, I think they consider from upwards.
depends the
Yes,
view of the
yes,
camera.
exactly.
Yeah, and when news present that jugada, that situation, they show another perspective that you can see that all the ball is out, but if you change the perspective, the obviously for
Yeah.
me it was valid.
Yes, and in my office, I could say everybody was, you know, celebrating and supporting Japan in that match because, of course, Germany won 7-1 in Brazil, and we hated Germany in this situation. And the other side, I got sad because Cristiano Ronaldo made a goal when he was playing against Switzerland, I guess. But in that case, he was a little bit offside, and the goal was invalidated. So I got sad in that situation. Okay, so Christian, can you read the next question, number 5, please?
Sure. Do you think the technology used in the balls can change how the sport is played through the years? Yes, I think so, because now that we have that information about the ball, about the speed, about all of that things, I think that there will be people who will start studying all of this information and provide that information for the players. I think that it's gonna help in this way.
Yes, I totally agree. Nowadays, we are in the data era, right? In the society, everybody, every company,
Yeah.
and in the sports are not different. And how about you, Murilo? Do you agree?
Yeah, totally agree. In this cup, current cup, for example, this ball it's generate more speed. Yeah, this technology. Yeah, I heard I listened about it. Yeah, in the past, for example, in the Africa Cup, and creating a ball, it's very crazy. Yeah, and the defender doesn't like this ball because it's very crazy. Yeah, it's
Unstable, right?
yeah,
Yes.
it's far fast and
Yeah.
different ways. Yeah, and the process. It's, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the ball used to curve and do several
Curve.
directions. Yeah.
How do you say goleiro? Defensor.
The goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper.
Yeah, goalkeeper. Yeah, goalkeeper recline a lot.
Yeah, they didn't like so much this technology, and I agree.
Playing for directors from FIFA, but not it's not necessary. Not helping in the other.
Yeah, and as Christian talked about the technology, the sensor, right? The how we can track the information. But Murilo, you said something that in every single World Cup there was present these technologies that how the ball was created, the material, the size. There are a lot of technology involved, right? And we didn't. It's kind of strange because we didn't consider that technology, but there are a lot of technology involved in this characteristics, as you said.
Yeah, not only soccer, other sports too, like tennis players. Yeah, material used nowadays more and more.
Yeah, that's why FIFA has to provide the ball for the teams in order to them to practice with that. I remember that the Jabulani in Africa was Jabulani was one of the most difficult ball for goalkeepers, right?
Yes, Jabulani, that was the name.
Yeah, I remember that Uruguay. I forgot the name. There was a Uruguayan player who I think that he learned how to kick that ball because he made, I think, three really good goals with that Jabulani.
Nice.
Furlan, I think.
Furlan,
yeah.
And you talked about Uruguay. Uruguay, we had the traditional move in which I forgot the name of the guy. He just he beat it the adversary. And if we had VAR, Suarez, yeah, exactly. So if we had VAR in that case, he would be probably out of the match. So interesting.
This ball Jabulani generates several goals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
large goals.
the keeps don't get the ball very fast.
Even now you're from Germany would be sad with this ball. Okay, guys, let's move to the question number 6. The camera technologies can help team to track their performance and understand more about their strength points and weaknesses. Do you think this can improve can improve inequality or can change, the way the teams can prepare themselves? Another point is, do you think the teams that, for example, in Africa or other small poor countries, they don't have so much technology to work with, they have less, let's say, less opportunities to win the World Cup because of that? Can you start, Christian?
Yes, but well, this is something that is really normal and always happened because in Europe and or in North America they have more resources. If we talk about money or technology, so there is always inequality in all of the things, I think. And if we talk about soccer, it's the same way. So they have more technology, more resources to create or make their athletes to become the best in the world. And if we compare this with South America or Africa, we don't have that kind of opportunities or resources. So the inequality will always exist in everything, and football also be the same.
Yeah, I totally agree. And when we see like South Americans or Africans going to the quarters, the semifinals, it's amazing because when that happened, it's because the players they really play so well, right? To uh, to balance the inequality in technology, the team has to be so great. They had to be a lot of amazing players. And you talked about that in Europe. It's kind of interesting to see as well that those countries they attract a lot of players from other countries, right? So they have more money, they have more technology, and also they sometimes they attract many talents from other countries. We see that in France, for example. Most of the players from there they have more than one nationality.
Many coach, yeah.
Coaches, yes, exactly.
Yeah. Very interesting this question, yeah. I think that the small team is improving a lot because technology helps, yeah. For example, when like to the company, yeah, company gets a lot of data for compare this process, yeah, and the improved process. For example, BI, yeah, the compare BI and for get decisions, yeah, and get decisions, and after this, better functionaries, yeah, inside the company and inside the team. For example, it's small teams improve a lot because technology. I totally agree with you. The interesting question.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys have heard about, but CBF.
Yeah, identify problems in the match, yeah, or get a good problem. For example, when I has a big team, for example, Brazil. Brazil has a good system of the match, and the small teams get the system from Brazil and they use it for themselves.
Exactly. So it's interesting what you said, Murilo, because we can see sometimes during the match, the assessors they have some a tablet, a tablet or other computer, and they show it to the players to say, oh, you need to go in this direction, right? So it's unbelievable to see that. In the past, the assessors they should draw the field. It was so old school, right? Nowadays we have so much technology.
Yeah, nowadays athletes recover more fast. Yeah, and because a lot of
Yes.
good professional health professionals, yeah, inside the team. And another, let me see another, give you a good example. And I nowadays have a lot of professionals identify performance and individual players. For example, if he need is making one more or training more and the specific fundament. Yeah.
Yeah, the you said you talked two things. One is when the some players they get injury, now they can recover themselves in a small period of time, right? Neymar is an example, right? And also, you said that about for example, in small clubs, in small teams, for example, there are always that guy that looks and try to find the great kid that can be a potential player in the future, right? So with technology, they can use and they can discover the best player, the best kids. It's amazing.
In the past, haven't this condition, but players don't doesn't recline a lot. Play if I just say machucado.
With injury.
Yeah. In the past, injury, machucado. Injury, yeah.
Yes.
Play the match, don't matter. And now it's more more. I see. I forget now. No problem.
Okay. Nowadays, it also changes a lot. If we sometimes I was watching a video from Pelé in the old
Nowadays
days.
has more resources, yeah.
Yes, of
And
course.
the players reclaim more.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Even the physical structure of the players is different. They are more skinny. They run more. They are faster. But in the past, they were more like stronger. So it's kind of different. Okay, let's move to the number 7. Can you read it for us, Christian?
Sure. Do you think technology can improve spectators' experience? Well, we watched the video before starting the meeting, and we saw that we watched that there is some device that people that are blind can follow the match without any problems. That for me was really amazing. I think that it will improve even more in the future. So yes, I think maybe in the future we will be able to watch a match in 3D or something like that, hearing from our houses. So that will be really really good. I think that we are not that far of that kind of technology.
Yes, I agree with you. I like it. I also like when nowadays FIFA started to give us some metrics about the match, right? And I really enjoy that because, for example, when there is a spectacular goal from far from the area from the goal, and the guy say, oh, the speed of the ball was, I don't know, 70 kilometers per hour. I really like that kind of metrics, and for me this improved the experience. And how about you, Murilo? Do you agree?
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, the has a good example for and putting the camera on the red players. Yeah, it's amazing for me for spectator identify how match is happening in the moment at the moment. Yeah, it's very interesting how happens in the Formula One. Yeah, and putting a camera in the pilot and identify the run. It's amazing for me. And nowadays has a lot of technology identify like to video in the inside stadium. Yeah, but the video it's already existing in the past too. Yeah, two videos and
yeah, I think that started in the African Cup. We have more cameras, right? In the World Cup in South
Cristiano
Africa.
Ronaldo likes much more.
Yeah, because he likes to
Looking for
appear
a
on
camera.
yeah, he likes to.
I'm beautiful, yeah. Oh, no.
Yes, all the time he was looking. But let's agree that
it stay famous, yeah. It's to be
he is
famous
really
in
famous. Yeah, he is
the
really famous. But let us agree that this was not the World Cup for Cristiano Ronaldo, right? He was not the best one for him. Okay, Murilo, can you read?
Francisco da Costa
He's kind of Cristiano Ronaldo.
likes camera.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
He enjoy appearing in front of cameras. He's always dancing. He is always doing something. Yeah. Francisco Costa is like that. We are talking about Murilo's friends, who is a football player who played in Bolivar in a Bolivian team. That I support that team. For me, it's the best of Bolivia, and so we were.
Yeah.
What's the name of the team?
Bolivar.
Bolivar. Ah, nice.
Bolivar played the Libertadores this year, and last year too against Palmeiras, for example.
Oh, nice.
I remember. My team is Palmeiras. Yeah.
Oh, Christian, I don't know if you know about that, but if you live in São Paulo, here in Brazil, I think there is a day which is the independence of Bolivia, which the guys celebrate that day always in São Paulo in the Espaço das Américas.
Interesting.
And there are some bands, traditional bands from Bolivia. They come to São Paulo. It's really amazing. I participated in 2019, kind of before the pandemic.
Maybe it's in August because the date of independence of Bolivia is August 6th.
Yes. It's really amazing because there are traditional food and the guys playing with the. I really enjoyed it.
In Bolivia, the ball run more fast, because the mountain,
Yeah, because the high, the high, it's different. People say that it's different. I have never played professionally, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't feel the difference when I played in La Paz, but professional players say that the ball go in different direction. It's kind of easier to make a goal when you are not longer of the I don't know how to say it, arco. The goal? I'm not sure.
I don't know as well.
For breath too.
And also in Ecuador, I think the same happened in Ecuador, right?
The same happened in Ecuador.
Okay. So let's go with the
I think that
the name of the
difficult players. Brief.
Okay. Yes.
They say that it's difficult to breathe in La Paz.
Players need is adaptable and are hurry days before the match and is adaptable with the high.
But for the Bolivians to play in other countries, is it difficult as well to adapt themselves?
Yeah, for example, when Bolivian players go to Brazil, they have problems with the feet because they get more. I don't know how to say inflamados. They get in that ways because of they descended to the high to the low. So that's one problem that we have. So I think that it's kind of the same. Everything have some advantage to play locally, right?
Yes. So that's really nice. I really like this part because of that. Because the players, even though they could be great, they have to adapt themselves to other circumstances. So this is really nice. Okay, so let's move to the next question, number 8. We talked about the past and also about the present, but what about the future, right? Because many people are talking about metadata, so you can put some glasses and you can have a totally different experience, like if you were in the actual place. So would you like to watch a soccer match in the stadium, but in the metadata glasses? How about you, Murilo?
Like metaverse in the
Yes.
future. It's crazy, actually. But if virtual soccer, not the real soccer. I prefer real soccer and like this question and watch it with the smart glasses. It's very interesting for identify moments in your time. Yeah, when I happen the match.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard they in the future there will be a technology in which we can put the glasses and we can imagine or have the same feeling as if we were in the stadium. For example, you cannot go to Qatar.
Yeah.
Put your glasses and you have the same experience as you were inside the stadium.
And this technology can help is identify players tired. Yeah. What player is more tired in the at the moment? Yeah, and only one example.
Yeah, but it's more like as you go to the movies, you go to the movies and watch a movie, but in this case you are watching the match from your home, and you can look behind and you see all the other people that are in the stadium, and
experience, yeah.
Yes, the same experience.
I put inside the stadium, yeah, and
Exactly.
technology, it's amazing. Yeah.
Yes. So basically, you would like
has an word for it. Has an
VR, virtual reality, right?
Yeah, virtual reality. Yeah. That's right. Thanks.
And Christian, would you like?
Well, if I don't have the opportunity to be there in the same place, it will be really interesting. But I would like to see the match in like I would if I would be in the stands, not in the ground on the field, because it will be kind of weird, right? I think that's different. But I would like to see how like being in the field after the match, just to feel how is the perspective of some players. For example, I really like to see how is the game for Messi.
Nice.
For Messi, how he have to check where is the team players, how he runs. It will be really interesting to watch this.
Yes.
I even when Murir was talking about the camera in the head, I was remembering that I used to follow a Mexican referee who have a YouTube channel, and that referee used the camera and he records all of the matches that he's as a referee, and it's really interesting to see the match in that perspective.
No, you said something, and I was really imagining here. It could actually could be really amazing because I heard that Messi has some incredible skill that he can look into a movie and he can think so fast, right? What's the best decision for him to should I pass in this way or that way? So it would be amazing to see how fast he really thinks, right? He looked to the side and he took the decision so fast. So it would be really amazing experience. Okay, so let's move to the question number 9. Can you read for us, Murilo?
Your opinion, what are the best soccer technology and the worst one? Yeah, for me, it's VR. It's the best, but at the same time, it's worst too because it stop the match. Yeah, stop the match. It's for identify the problem. It's very, but it's amazing because it's the turning soccer more true. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's nowadays and changed a lot. And but there are many technology in the, how cameras out the semi identify and a lot of place in the inside the stadium. Yeah,
Mhm.
and this increase the experience from people's. Yeah, I forget
Okay, no problem.
there's technology, but for me, it's amazing.
Yeah, the VR is probably one of the best
Top is
technology.
the judge, yeah, because in the past, judge it's spectator complain a lot of
Mhm.
judges, yeah, and now it's changed because camera helps identify the true situations. Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, it's improving. As Christian said, we still have some problems with these because some referees they don't accept the VR and they don't use it as it should, but it's improving. And for you, Christian, what's the best and the worst?
Well, I totally agree with Murillo. So the VR is the best right now, and it's the worst as well. So it have to be improved. I think that it's gonna change in the future. I think that we won't even have referees in the future, just the players in the field. I think the football is gonna change a lot, but well, yeah. So that's my opinion.
Yes, you said something really interesting because if you can think about the offside can be announced by the VR technology. So perhaps we don't need the assistants anymore, right?
Yeah.
They probably in a short period of time this assistants will be gone because they only say, "Oh, it's offside, it's not offside." It's the only thing they can do, right?
They currently don't have any decision right now. They just wait to the VAR communication
Yes.
or yeah, the communication to be sure that that was offside or not. So it's, I think that they don't work anymore.
Exactly. And also in that case, they are so late because we have seen several times they await the player to pick the ball to announce that oh it was
Uh-huh.
offset, right? And this is
Uh-huh.
so boring. This is so boring because sometimes the players, the defenders, they run so fast because
Uh-huh.
they are afraid to to
Mm. Yeah, I was just about to talk about that because if the bar would be even faster right now,
Mhm.
maybe players would save more energy for because
Yes,
the la jugada, I don't know how to say, but
the
the,
movie, the
the
movement.
movement is still going, but the movies is cancelled because of some offside or something like that. So it will be faster. It would be different even for
Exactly.
even for the performance of the game.
Yes, I have the same feeling. I have the same feeling that way. And for me, in my case, I think the best technology, as I said, is the metrics. So I will hope in the future FIFA brings more metrics about because sometimes they bring some nice metrics, but sometimes I don't like it. I think, oh, I wouldn't like to know how many balls were shooted away from the soccer field and things like that. But the worst one for me, I think, Let's see. I think one technology we can talk about is that nowadays I have seen some drones can be used to predict what's the best how can I say, organization, team organization. For example, if it's 4-4-2, 4-3-2, 4-3-1, you know. So the AI technology using a camera in a drone can say, oh, if you put this organization, you cannot lose the game, you know. And sometimes the people say, oh, if we use these technologies in the sport so heavy, will in the future, the one who has more technology, more drones, and you know the best system will win all the matches, you know. And I would like to see that because it's like we are now robotizing, making each of some robots in the game, and I think it's not fair. So for me, that's the worst technology. So we are running out of questions, but I would like to ask you about other sports. So if we could use some of this technology in other sports, which sport would you think is could be improved with those technologies? Can you start, Christian?
Well, I wanted to talk about volleyball. I really enjoy playing volleyball as well. I think that I play better. I am better volleyball player than football soccer player, and the technologies is improving the volleyball games as well. I was watching some World Cups as well or championships, and they can check if the ball was in the line because in volleyball the ball is smaller and the speed of the ball is I think that it is faster and
Yes.
the ground or it's
The
smaller as well.
field, the field is smaller as well.
The
Yeah.
field is smaller, so there are some moves that even the referee cannot decide something that it's correct. So that kind of games needs that technology that is currently used, and it's really interesting to watch volleyball games nowadays.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I got really passionate about volleyball in the Olympic Games because
Mhm.
it's kind of interesting because the how can I say, the guy that teaches the players in a team is
The coach.
the coach. Thank you. The coach, he has only three guesses, right? So
Uh-huh.
he must use it so carefully, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's kind of interesting that because if he uses it not so well, maybe his team can lose because of that important point. So I think it's amazing. Thank you
and
for
it,
sharing.
and when they are checking the move, the people in controls even put some music about
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's
uh,
amazing.
to
All the
create more expecting. I don't know
yes, to
something.
make people anxious and more,
Uh-huh,
yeah,
uh-huh.
nervous. I like that. This sport is becoming really interesting. And Murilo, do you have any other uh, examples of sports in that we can use technology?
Yeah, I totally agree with Christian, but I have another example.
Mm.
The tennis players. Yeah, I think that
Mm.
tennis players already exists a lot of technology identify ball when it pass offline. Yeah, if the ball get or put inside the match or outside the match. Yeah, identify in real time, for example. But it has a lot of double situations too. But tennis players, I think that it's has amazing technology, but has a lot. But I forget another sports now.
Yeah, I kind of say
I
that.
and the athleticism, yeah, running in
Mm.
the Olympics, in the Olympic Games, for example, identify what athlete pass the line and the the foot and
yes,
the,
the
the,
first,
the leg, yeah,
yes.
the line in the first.
And also there is other interesting technology. I remember in the Olympic Games, in the athleticism, if someone, for example, leaves the position when everybody are stopped before the run starts. If someone runs in front of the others, there is a technology that say, oh, it is that guy, basically that guy is cheated, for example, right? And there is a technology that can predict that.
But I have a good example, and I like surfing. Yeah, and surfing doesn't have a good technology. For example, when one athlete get in good waves, and another athlete get in bad waves. Yeah, and a little bit performance, but the camera not identified yet.
And what happens in
Judy
this situation?
put in a good note for this athlete, and another athlete in a bad note. But this another athlete she get in a generating a better performance. Yeah, but doesn't have technology for identify it yet.
Well, Murilo, what happens if the guy it's his turn, but there is no wave, for example, or just small waves? He repeat the proof or not?
Yeah. This is exist. Yeah, repeat the
Okay.
for identify problems. Yeah, for identify performance, for example. Yeah, repeat, and then replay.
Replay the okay.
Replay exists.
Yes.
But it has a lot of double situations. The same with soccer. Yeah.
But in surf, I guess the guy must have some lucky, right? He must be lucky.
Yeah, involve a lot of money in at the moment.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, interests. Yeah.
Many people interested. That's why there are a lot of sponsors in sports, right?
Yeah.
Like Mormai in surfing, Mormai, a lot of others.
People or judges identify what athlete has big, how do you say, patrocínios.
Sponsors.
Sponsors, yeah, and for put your grade or not.
Yes, I imagine that.
But I think in the future it will be better.
Let's hope, because Brazil has some nice players in surf.
Yeah. Brazilian surfing has show best performance for earning good notes. Yeah.
Yes.
Brazilian.
Unfortunately, in the Olympic Games, there must be two Brazilians, but one was with a bad score in the Olympic Games, the last Olympic Games.
Yeah, Olympic Games has hobos.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. For me too.
Because Medina gets better waves than Kano Igarashi.
Exactly. I've had the same feeling.
For me, I make sure this was on a hobo.
Yes, stolen.
It's stolen. Stolen?
Yeah, stolen. Yes.
Stolen. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, guys, so our time is up. Thank you so much. I enjoyed a lot this conversation about sports and technology. I think it's amazing because we can use some words about technology, but also talk about different subjects. Thank you so much for being here with me. I would like to share you two links. The first one is the survey. You can give there score and say if you like these subjects and suggest any other subjects for us to talk about. I would like to say as well that this is the last conversation of this year because we are going to have a vacation. For at least I am going to have a vacation next week, so I cannot be here. And I think we are going to return in February or next year, but I'm not sure. But follow our pages in social media to know. Okay. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Nice to see you guys. Hope to see you more often.